All right, well today we're going to be working on trying to install a Skinner sight into this Henry Big Boy. So Henry Big Boy comes with a marble sight, as you can see here, semi-buckhorn, and you know, it just doesn't quite work for me. So we ordered a Skinner barrel sight. Comes with 0.125 aperture ring, I believe. So, and it should fit right in the dovetail where this semi-buckhorn fits in. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to take one of our precision screwdrivers here and just back out the little set screw there that's holding in the, or keeping the buckhorn sight nice and snug. So let's go ahead and take that out first. It comes right out. Let's go ahead and set that to the side where we won't lose it. Now this should just tap right out here if we get our brass punch. Okay, we got our brass punch here. Also picked that up from Skinner. Didn't have one, and seemed like they would be the right people to know what would work. So let's try and just softly migrate this over. Yeah, it's moving right out, so that's going real easily. You can see here it's shifted over pretty easily. So let's just keep going and get that out. There's a flat side on this brass punch, which definitely helps. Make sure you don't scratch the barrel at all. A few more taps. There we go, and that came right out. So looks good. It's a little bit of a light oil on the barrel, which is good. And there's the semi-buckhorn sight that came out. So we'll go ahead and set that aside. We might want to reinstall that at a later date. Okay, let's get started on seeing if the Skinner will slide right in. Okay, now that we got the semi-buckhorn sight out, here's the Skinner sight. Now it should be a barrel mount. We checked on the website and it's got the right dimensions and everything for the dovetail. So let's just see if it'll slide in there. The instructions indicate that it may be a pretty snug fit and some light filing might be required to get it to drop into place. So we'll see if that's the case. Looks like it does fit just snug from this angle. So let's see if we can inch that in before we do any filing. Let's make sure we got that, you know, something I overlooked here. Gotta back that set screw out all the way. Luckily we hadn't tapped it too far yet. And Skinner provides the Allen wrenches that you'll need. Okay, doesn't look like it's going in very well, so we probably are gonna have to do some very light filing on that just to make sure it goes in smoothly. Okay, well that's not going in, so we got this file here, and the file does have one of the three sides ground smooth, so you can do some really fine work there. And we're just gonna take a little bit off of one of the sides. Looks like this one side may have just a touch sharper corners than the factory slot. So we'll go ahead and just see how that goes. And want to make sure we have the smooth side up so we don't destroy anything. And you see it's a perfect fit there, so the angle grind should just work real perfectly. Just kind of a few strokes here. Take down maybe a couple thousandths of that edge. So we can, there we go. Let's see if that helps it go in. And then might have to do a little touch up on that site. Let's see if that helped it. Yeah, I might have to take off just a little bit more. Okay, did a few more passes of the file, so let's see if that'll do it. Let's see, we can get it about halfway with finger pressure, but let's see if we can tap it in the rest of the way. Looks like it might be finally centering up. Just about there, maybe a few more taps. Here we go. All right, that looks pretty well centered at this point. Yeah, so not too bad. Took a lot more filing than I anticipated, but I think that's okay. You definitely don't want to take off too much of the metal at any one time. Looks like we got nice centering here on the edges. Yeah, I just feel looks real good. Maybe just one more tap and we should be perfect. So. All right, so just touched up the Skinner site a little bit there with some bluing. And I think it came out pretty good. The little brass scuff marks are all gone. So looks really good. So now we're gonna look at reinstalling the set screw. So we wanna get that in there. This is, like I said, the Allen that came with it, with the Skinner site. And let's just go ahead and throw that set screw back in there. Now that we got everything where we want it. That'll just make sure that we don't have to worry about anything backing out. So let's just give it a little bit of a snug turn. You know, don't need to overdo it. And then we've got this little adjustment screw that goes in the side here. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so that just goes right there in the side, and we're gonna drop the actual sight in there before we tighten this down. So then you've got here's the main sight ring, if you can see that. And you can certainly use the sight like this. It serve more as a ghost ring. And the barrel mounted sight comes with, and that just threads right there in the sight right here. And we'll drop that probably all the way down for now. Don't really know what the proper elevation alignment is going to be until we take it to the range and get it sighted in. But let's get it as close as we can to centered and nice and straight. And then we'll tighten down the set screw so it doesn't go anywhere. That should be good. And then here's the aperture that came with the barrel mounted sight. This one is, I believe it's 0.125. It's a little bit bigger than the aperture that comes if you mount it here on the receiver. But they do sell different size apertures that you can install. And that one just threads right there. Should thread all the way in. Well, there you go. So there's the barrel mounted Skinner sight installed on the Henry. And, it took a little bit more filing than we anticipated, but I think it looks pretty good. And now we'll go give it a try.